Okay, so I decided to do this as a part three to episode 662 because I kind of didn't feel right to do it as episode 663, make you wait a day to watch it. So what I did was, so I have the silent episode part 2 662. I used soap and water. Okay, the pennies were super dirty, and then you saw in the silent episode part two. Um, I dried them off with the towel, and then I put them back in here, and we're gonna treat it like a penny roll hunt now. Okay. Now these were super. So what we're looking at here today is basically a super. These were super dirt. The if you watched episode one, right? I will link the episode one and two in the comments below. So if you didn't watch those, go ahead and click them and review it first. These pennies were super, super dirty. And I said, in the past, I did other things with them. Like I didn't even really, I put them in penny. I said, these are really nice looking pennies. Let me see what happens to them if I clean them, right? See if I can get any value, see if there's anything of value in them. This is like, for example, this is a really nice penny. Okay, so we got one really nice penny out of there. So, and I put only the copper pennies to the side, right? I did clean so let me go through this whole process, right? Because I didn't talk in are they both 1970s? That's pretty odd. Yeah. Okay. Both 1970s. 1965. So the other day when I was doing the penny roll hunt, I opened up one of the penny rolls, right? If you watch my videos every day, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it was super dirty. And then I opened up another penny roll. I was super dirty. Then I realized that they were both the same penny wrapper, right? So I said, let me open. Then I said, let me check to see if there are any of the similar penny wrappers, so I can get rid of these because they're super dirty. So I found one other one on my desk, and I looked at it on camera, right? And it was also super dirty. And I said, okay, let's get rid of these three penny rolls. 61. That's a bronze cent. I said, let's get rid of these three penny rolls, and then we'll continue on with the penny roll hunt of a different penny roll. 82. This is copper. Oh no, it's not. I think it's zinc. That's why I put it to the side, because it was an 82, but I thought it was really in nice condition. And look at all these little marks it has on it. Almost like die clashes. Very interesting. All right, let me put that to the side. And so they've been sitting on my desk. Another 1970. This, I couldn't get it out with soap and water, I'm saying. It's a D, right? Make sure it's not an S. Okay. It's raining outside today. So So they've been sitting on my desk. I got all this junk on my desk, man. My desk is about once a month. I have to clean out my office, and then about 2 or 3 weeks later, it's all back again. I don't get it, man. Like termites or bed bugs or whatever. Not that I got bed bugs or anything, but you know what I'm saying. They just things that you're trying to get rid of that just fleas or ticks. They just come back. So yesterday was the day I said, okay, let's do something with these. And I didn't realize how much copper was going to be in there. Obviously, I couldn't realize it until I searched through it. So I said, let's do all three penny rolls and separate it on a video. I wanted to do it live, but I still don't have this whole live thing down pat. I'll figure it out. That's another pretty cool looking penny. And another one. This one's sintered. Could be environment. I don't know. There's so much damage to them. It's hard to tell, really. Another 82. See, they don't look too bad cleaned. I'm gonna have to weigh them. Oh, we got a couple Canadians, I remember. So anyway, yesterday was the day. And the video was kind of long. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna, I'll break up the video into parts, into episodes. Because we got 1960. Oh wow, look at this. Nice. It's a nice looking one too. But then I decided against it because I wasn't really that thrilled with the content. I was like, oh, dirty, the it was dirty penny. It was the 88. There were a couple zinc cents that I decided to throw in because when I was looking at them, let me look at that under the loop real quick, but I do not think it's a flare G. Where is my handy dandy? No. Oh, yeah, it has all these little. It's misaligned dye, basically. I guess I just thought it was a nice looking zinc scent. Or interesting, I should better say. So you're gonna get a 3 foot today. You're gonna get extra content today. I've been putting out extra content, so it's not really not that big of a deal. Um, oh wow, look at this. And oh no. Wow, look at that. Look how it looked like a double dye there, right? But when I went like this, it doesn't that wow, I got tricked. Optical illusion, man. Not cool. Oh no, it is the double dye. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, let me check out the 4. Maybe. What a bummer too, man, on the dirty one. All right, it's that. I'm just gonna really focus in on that T. Yeah, it's got the extra line above the T. And let me look at the reverse, see if there's anything on the reverse. Not really. And let me look at that T again one more time. And let me look at the other letters. I don't know now. It's so easy to get tricked, man. This is why people are so easy to get hypnotized, because our mind wants to believe crap. You know what I'm saying? Like we're so suggestible. I took a hypnosis class in college, right? In undergraduate, because in undergraduate, um, I had a psychology. I was a psychology major. What was my minor? I think I was a music. I think I was a music minor. I think I took enough music classes to be a music minor. Um, or was it Spanish? I took a bunch of Spanish classes too. Now you had to take a certain amount of language, so it wasn't that. Um, could have been music. Another Canadian. Nice. You don't flip Canadians, you turn them. Same one, right? Mm-hmm. Both 93s? No, 93 and 95. Another one? No. So I took a hypnosis class in undergraduate, and before that, I went to art school. When I got out of high school, I was there for a few years, and one of my teachers knew how to hypnotize and hypnotized the class. So I did that. So I had a couple experiences with hypnosis, and um, and I learned quite a bit about it, and I retained what I remembered. And a very small percentage of the population is highly hypnotizable. So that's number one, right? Very small. I'm going to say it's like highly hypnotizable is probably somewhere about 5%. Like 1 out of 20 people is highly hypnotizable. But I guess if you're looking for someone who's highly suggestible, that's a lot, right? 5 out of 100 people you can get to do whatever the hell you want. That's a pretty high number. So that's number one. Um, and then probably another 10% are suggestible, meaning you could really put them into a deep relaxation state. And I'm not. I'm not. I'm not suggestible. But and then it also, so then the next thing is, how do people dream, right? Do you dream in colors? I dream in black and white. But I have very vivid, or is it lucid, or is lucid and vivid the same thing? I don't know. But I have very vivid dreams, but they're in black and white. Um, um, but in both classes there was only one right. So there were about 30 people in each class, and in each class there was one person who would get up and do stuff. So okay, so maybe it's 1 out of 30 people. or whether 2 people in one or 2 people in both, something like that. But it's a very small percentage that will get up and like, you know, do it and then snap your fingers and wake up type stuff, you know. But not me, you know. Then like most of the class was just like relaxing and chilling, and half of them had their eyes open the whole time. But there was always that one person who, you know, if you told them to like pick up your foot, you know, they would do that, and you know, bark like a dog or act like a monkey, and they would do it, you know. Um, but I did get to the point where I was able to like relax and start like dreaming about something in the color. But I was like right there in between both states of being in and out of that deep sleep dream. Man, a lot of 82s. This one I think is copper. A lot of 82s. I'm gonna have to weigh them because I think there's 1 or 2 of them that were zinc. See, my fingers didn't get that dirty because I cleaned all these already. Anyway, I have no idea how I got onto this topic, by the way. I think that's okay. Talked about, I guess, some of my college, going psychology and stuff like that, what I went to school for. 69 D with that weak D. All right, we got a couple more. So, let's finish the video with very quickly. Should you clean your coins? If your coins are as dirty as the way they were now, if you think you have this super ultra rare coin, you could send it in to have conservation. You don't have to clean it yourself, right? But if you got a bunch of pennies that you're going to throw out in the garbage, or you don't know what to do, if yeah, soap and water, I'm sure is okay. Especially if you think they have no value, you're going to throw them in the garbage. You're going to bring them back to the bank, and I think that's fine. Just to see, you know, you don't clean them with a toothbrush or anything like that. So I think these came out fine, right? It doesn't take off anything. It doesn't affect the surface or anything like that. I mean, you can see this video. You can see how all the coins came out. I went through all of them, all the copper coins. Some of them came out really nice. Not a big deal. You know, people say don't clean your coins. If you watched episode 1 and you saw how dirty they were, I don't really think I had a choice. You know, unless I was just going to throw them straight in the garbage. I wouldn't feel comfortable bringing them back to the bank. I definitely wouldn't feel comfortable selling them to someone like that. To me, that would be disrespectful. So, anyway, make it what you will. I'm pretty happy with the outcome of the cleaning. I put the other coins into the zinc coins into their own rolls, and to either to bring them back to the bank or to sell them at some point. And I wrote cleaned or something like that, dirty, something like that. I wrote, and that's a lot of copper we got out of there. A few of these are really nice. You know, a few of these are I guess that one's not. How about this one? Did we get any really, really nice ones? Yeah, that one's okay for 60. It might be worth a quarter. You know what I mean? It's a hobby. You know what I mean? And that's what it should be treated as, is a hobby. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click like and subscribe and all that. And I'll see you in the next one.